Hey guys, this is Andrea Bet with Fuha, and we just saw Indie Game the movie. It was pretty great. So for the viewers, what's it all about?
Cool. Well, Indie Game the Movie is a feature documentary about video games, about video game design. And specifically, it's about independent video game design, which means games kind of done by one or two people, by themselves, no outside funding or anything like that. And what it often is, like the best indie games are usually kind of these things that people pour their heart and soul into for like a long, long time. And what you end up with are these really kind of innovative personal games that are often doing something much more than being games. And so we kind of follow the struggles of making and releasing a game within the indie world.
How do you pitch the movie to the developers?
Yeah, we just kind of went to them because they're so open and like the community is like just so welcoming that we went to them and said, we want to tell your story. And originally, what actually got this whole thing started was that we were kind of commissioned to do this 5-minute documentary on Alec Kaloka, this guy who won the biggest prize you could possibly win in indie gaming, and it was this wonderful 5-minute piece that was kind of like heartwarming and heartbreaking, and it could have easily been 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And we basically took that piece and showed it to the guys in the film and saying, this is kind of what we want to do with your story. This is kind of how we want to treat it. We kind of want to concentrate not so much on the games, although we want to talk a lot about games, but we kind of want to start with your story and then work outwards to the games. And I think that approach kind of, I think kind of sold them. They seem to be happy with it. But I think they're just like really nice guys that are happy to talk about their process. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what do you think about where Phil's story ended up going? Phil, the creator of Fez, who just went through development hell. Like, what did you feel for him? Because he seemed to have the most troubling arc out of all of them.
Yeah, it was Phil went through hell to make Fez, and it was never, ever a sure thing when he was going through it. And there's so many ups and downs, and you can't help but feel for him. But then also, when seeing him go through this and keep on going, you're kind of inspired by it. Because here's a guy that believes, like, he had so many reasons to quit or moments where had he quit or packed up on Fez, people would be like, oh, well, that makes sense because all that crap just happened. But he didn't. He just kept on going, and that just completely raises the stakes for his game and for his life and everything. And it ends up, Fez is done now, so I'm extremely proud that he did that, and I'm so happy for him. And it's doing well. It's winning awards. Just 2 nights ago, it won the biggest prize in indie gaming, the Seamus McNally Award. So it's done, and it's good, and it's awesome.
Where are you going to take Indie Game the movie now? I mean, it's really great, and everyone seemed to love it.
Cool. We're taking it on the road. We are doing a 15-city tour that might expand to more, sponsored by Adobe. And so we're basically taking it to a whole bunch of cities in the U.S. and having these wonderful celebrations of video games and community. We're kind of giving away prizes, showing the movie, doing a Q&A, bringing on developers wherever possible, and and just kind of showing this film to people as much.
Well, good luck with it, James. Definitely fun seeing the movie, and it just looked beautiful. A great arc. Everything. Thanks.
Thanks so much for having me.
This has been Andrew Bet with Fuha, and we'll see you guys later. South by Southwest.